Okay, so now let's look at something a little bit different. We're looking for the surface area of a triangular prism. Now, the name of the base is already in the, the name. It's going to be a triangle. And remember, we're still trying to find that surface area. So yes, this triangle that's sticking out, let's highlight this in green. This over here, that'll be my base. Now, some of you might argue, well, I actually can see a rectangle sticking out at me. So let me just highlight this in orange. Yeah, like this rectangle. Can't I use this one as the base? Okay, so you can use that as a base. That's perfectly fine. But the issue is we only have one of the sides of the rectangle, right? It is very hard for us to find one of a missing side of a rectangle. So the reason why we're also using that triangle is because we've learned how to find the missing side of a right triangle like this. So even though we love working with rectangles, it's an easier formula to work with. Unfortunately, we got to work with that triangle. Okay, so let me just get rid of that. Okay, so again, you're going to start off with the same formula. The surface area is equal to the lateral area plus 2 times the base area. Okay, and just like before, your lateral area is going to be made of the perimeter times the height. And your base, since it's a triangle this time, I'm going to be using this one right over here. So the base area is going to be 1/2 base times height. Okay. All right. So let's start with our perimeter, right? Our lateral area. So before we can find the lateral area, we got to find the perimeter. And let me just redraw the triangle that we had over there. Let's draw it with a darker green. Okay. Okay, so I know that my right angle is right at this corner, and I know that one of the sides is 7 feet, and the other one is 7 feet. You're probably wondering, how can I figure out which one? Like, how did I know these were going to be 7 feet? Well, if we look over here, both the lines that are 7 feet long, they meet at the corner at the right angle part. They meet together. You don't have a 7 there and a 7 on this side. They sort of form that arch. So that's why I'm putting the 7 feet right over here. Now, the one I'm missing is the hypotenuse, the longest side. And we know how to find that. We can just go ahead and use the Pythagorean theorem and apply this to it to find that length. So 7 squared plus 7 squared. Remember, the longest side is going to be at the end, so x squared. So 7 squared is 49 plus 49 is equal to x squared. And now we have to add 49 twice. So we can do, so if we put that, we're going to get 98. 98 is equal to x squared. And if we do the square roots, we're going to get x is equal to, well, you're going to get a huge number, but a decimal. But if you round to nearest tenths, you're going to get 9.9 feet. Okay, so this length is going to be 9.9 feet. And now, since I did all of this, I can go ahead and find my perimeter. You might be wondering, well, this is a lot of steps. Yes, it is. It is a lot of steps. But it's necessary for us to find that missing side because we won't be able to find perimeter without it. Because remember, perimeter is the sum of all sides of the figure. Okay, so now we can go ahead and find our perimeter. So the perimeter, we're just going to add all the sides of this triangle. So we're adding 7 plus 9.9. And if we add all of them together, we're going to get 23.9. So we're going to get 23.9 feet. Now we're not done yet. Remember, lateral area is the perimeter times the height. So we got, let me just rewrite that formula. The perimeter was 23.9 and the height, okay, so think about it like this. What's the third number in the prism? I'm not using this one, this 6. So you're multiplying that by 6. And you're going to get 143.4 feet squared. So that's the lateral area. We got that already. Now we got to go ahead and find the area of the base. Now, we're still going to be using the right triangle we worked on from the lateral area. It's the same shape we're using. But this time we don't have to do the Pythagorean theorem to find the missing side, because all we need for the area, we just need these two 7s. This is the base, and that's the height of this solo triangle. We don't need that hypotenuse. So let's go ahead and find that area. Oops. It's going to be 1/2. So your base is 7. This is 7. 1/2 of 49, it's going to be 24.5. Okay, so now I have my base and I have my lateral area, and I can go ahead and put it into my surface area formula. So I'm going to get the surface area formula. LA plus 2B. Like I said, I like to write down these formulas so I can commit them into memory. 143.4 feet squared plus 24.5 feet squared. And once you put everything together, you are going to get 167.9 feet squared. So this is the answer. This is the answer to this problem, the surface area of this triangular prism. Okay.